I'm Kevin Klein, City Councillor for Charleswood, Tuxedo, Westwood. If you haven't heard the news yet, the recent court case that has been going on now for quite some time about impact fees. You may recall that the mayor and his majority EPC government a few years ago put through impact fees. So if you were having a house built or you were buying a new house, there was a new tax put on that called impact fees, not a tax, and you paid per square foot. So a house being built in the city would be anywhere between $6,000 and $12,000 more. And that money would have went to the city. Even though the developers are building all the roads, that money was going to be used for other things apparently, community centers and parks. But again, the parks are usually put in there by resident associations and the builders because they want them to draw residents. So that court case has been ongoing for quite some time, and for the longest time the city has held that money and said, let's not spend it until we find out what happens. Well, today they lost. They lost that court, and the judge's orders were that the city of Winnipeg has to pay back every resident who has paid an impact fee plus interest. Here's the interesting part. It was the 4-year budget that the mayor and our finance chair, Councillor Gillingham, approved that uses money from the impact fees for fire stations and others, I guess. So now we've already planned to spend that money, millions of that money. Now we've got to pay it back plus some. And of course we have to pay all the legal fees that are associated with that. This is part of why I was opposed to the budget. I think the decision was a good decision. I don't think that we should be artificially inflating the price of a home by putting on an impact fee. A tax is a tax is a tax. If you need to charge more property tax to take care of things that we're not taking care of right now, we're not cutting grass on boulevards, we're certainly not taking care of our medians grass, there's weeds growing out of control. The fountains and all of our retention ponds were turned off to save money, $7,000 a year. We turned it off in the 4-year balanced budget. But it's only balanced because we borrowed hundreds of millions of dollars. And now we've lost another battle, and you will probably have to flip the bill for that. So we took that money from you, but we're going to have to get you to pay you back. So the whole point of the impact fees, I think, was ill-conceived. It was wrong. It's certainly not. We don't want to stifle the ability for people to buy a new home. We started pushing it out of certain price range, over the price range. That's not fair to our residents or our young people that are trying to start a family. So hopefully now we can return to a more reasonable approach, and it might be that we have to raise taxes by another 2%. But as long as we can show you exactly where that money is going and what that money is going to do, and it's not going to be used frivolously, and that we will be accountable for that money, I think you would be okay with that. I think you would be okay if we told you exactly where all that money is going, and we didn't, do a smoke and mirror show on it. We actually told you the facts. Anyways, I look forward to your comments. You can leave them here on social media. You can send me an email, kevink@kevinklein.ca, or call us at 986-5232. Take care.